beautiful day, everyone. By the way, my name is Andrew, and I will be your computer teacher for today. Okay, before we will start our class, let's look first into 4. Okay, so I will call the team by color. So we have pink team, so your information runner, thank you. The green team, the blue team, and the purple team. So we will be using that one later. Okay. So we will talk about the computer system today. Okay. So but before that, I would like to emphasize the word system before we will tackle about computer, because computer is a very common word. So, anyone from you here would like to give me or try to associate the word system in your own experience, in your personal experience? What do you think is the system? Or can you think of a word related to the word system? Anyone?
Maybe sir, it has a parts that will work together as one.
Okay, very good. That's the precise answer that I'm looking for. What's your name, ma'am?
Merlin.
Marlene?
Merlin.
Marlene? Okay, let's give a nice clap to Ma'am Marlene.
Nice.
Okay, according to Ma'am, there are parts and they are put together in order to work, and yeah, so it's more complex. So that's the word that I'm looking for. So when we talk about system, there is a part, or there are parts. Okay? And one example here, logistic system. Can you read the word system here, or the definition of the word system? A system? Okay, so there are parts. So the same with in school, you have a system. You also have human body system. In computer class, we also have the so-called computer system. Okay, so mana na dili lang day ang applicable na system in school or in science. It can be anywhere, no? As long as there are parts, so we can form a system. Okay. So now we are going to familiarize the different parts of a computer system. Okay. So who can guess the first component or part? Anyone? Yeah, desktop computer. Okay. AVR. Oh, what are those parts, sir? In general concept, how do you call this part? That is
Hardware.
So those parts, hardware. Yeah, sir. Desktop computer, AVR, so hardware siya. Okay. What do you think is the second one?
Software.
Okay, very good. Oh, man mo. Okay, software. And then the last one. Kinsa may gamit sa computer? People. Where? Okay. The users, di ba? Kita may mo gamit. So, of course, not part of the system. Do you think class computer can function or work without people?
No.
No, it's not. Because it's useless. It's a technology, yes, it's given. But it's useless if there are no users. Okay? So, let's talk about what are the parts under hardware. So, yan ang sir kanina, AVR, desktop computer. So, what is the first part under hardware?
Monitor.
Okay, monitor, CPU. Okay, in a general word, how do you classify those parts? Physical part. Okay, specifically, those are input devices. So, example of input devices, mouse. What else? Keyboard. Okay, nga nung makaanang ka nga input devices are examples like mouse and keyboard. Okay, it sends information. Okay, later we will be talking about that. But what is important here, class, I want you to capture the whole powers first before the individual choose. No, that's deductive learning. You grasp the whole topic, okay, without touching the detail. Okay, so input devices. So the next part we have output. Okay, next. It's storage devices. Next. System unit. Okay, what about the software? What are the parts? Okay, operating system, or what otherwise known software. Operating system management system software. We will be talking about that later. Now, what about peopleware? There are two. User, or we call it end users. Another one is called programmers. Okay. So look at the entire system of the entire computer system. So we have hardware parts, we have hardware, software, and peopleware. Now let's give brief explanation or meaning to each part. Just brief, just to give us an idea of what is this all about. So we have the computer system. A computer system. Can you read?
Computer system is a functional computer
Including hardware, software,
to make it functional for a user.
Okay, very good class. Okay, so as you can see, class, there are three words. We have hardware, software, and we have a user. So that's a system. Without one, we cannot call it a system. And actually, I have to go. User, software, and hardware. What about hardware? What is a hardware, by the way? Can you read?
Physical and mental parts or components of a computer.
Okay, so tangible, makita. So these are tangible objects. As you can see, we have input devices, we have output, storage, and system units. So these are tangible objects. So these are hardware parts. So what about software? Okay, so later we will be talking about software once we will be discussing about the parts. Okay, so as you know, these are computer instructions. What about peopleware? So obviously these are groups of people, it could be individual, it could be a teams or developers. So these are users in other words. So under hardware we have three, we have input devices. Can you read?
Any hardware device that sends data to the computer, including hardware.
Okay, so as you can see, every time you hit the mouse or you click the mouse and hit the keyboard key, it will send information to the user. Okay, next.
Devices. Any device used to send data from a computer to another device or user.
Okay, so it's the opposite. So if the keyboard will send information to the computer, output devices will what? Outputs the result, or it will give it will send data to your outside, outside the computer. So examples of output devices we have printer. Okay, what else? We have monitor and we have projector. So these are examples of output devices. Next we have
Storage devices. A piece of computer equipment on which information can be stored.
okay, who can give me an example of storage device?
That's right.
Flash drive. What else? Hard disk. What else? CD-ROM or CD. Yeah. Okay, so those are storage. Kabalan ng storage devices. Okay. Now the last one we have.
System unit.
Okay. Can you read?
Is the main part of a desktop computer.
Okay, so katong dito ni sir na AVR, what else sir? So motherboard. So those are system unit. So anything na makita niyo sa CPU box inside, like the motherboard, the memory, the CPU, the RAM, those are system unit, part of the system unit. Okay, so those are hardware. Okay, now let's move on to the software. Can you read application software? Okay, who can give me an example of an application software? Okay, Microsoft Office. But Microsoft Office is a general word. What are the subcomponents of Microsoft Office? Okay, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Okay, master. Okay, so the application software na tawagan na. So next we have the system software. Can you read? Okay, who can give me an example of a system software? Operating system, that's the other word. But can you give me an example? Asa man niyo makita ng Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, asa man niyo makita? Sa Microsoft Office, asa man niyo makita ng Microsoft Office? Sa operating system. And examples of operating systems are Windows 7, Windows 10, okay, so mga na siya, Macintosh, Macintosh, Apple. So those are system software. So it's more bigger compared to the application software. Bigger is two. No? Ang sunod sa application, ang sunod sa system software are the application softwares. Tama din, next, we have the programmers. Can you read?
Also known as software, is a person who creates computer software.
Okay, so akong nagawa sa mga programs, they are programmers, obviously. Okay? And the one who use the programs are called the end users. Can you please read?
It's a person who uses or intended to use a product.
Okay, very good. So end users. So, ang na-create sa mga application software are the programmers. And then the programmers give this one to the end users so they can just make use of it. Okay, so just like us, we are end users, teachers, we are end users. Okay, so do you have any questions so far? So this is the computer system class. Please read. I would like to so we can summarize everything here. Can you please read computer system and the end users?
Computer system, hardware, software, and peopleware.
Hardware.
Input devices, output devices, storage devices, and system unit.
Okay.
Software, application software, system software, peopleware, programmers, and users.
Okay, very good. Okay, so before we will have our evaluation, short evaluation, do you have any questions? And did you learn something, at least something?
Yes.
System software, the highlighted application software?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, now, since you already know these, we will move on to our short game. Do you like games class?
Yes.
Okay, so where is the game? Okay, so can you please read the instruction?
In the next slides, you will see a series of images. Identify if it's hardware, software, or peopleware.
Okay, so that's the general instruction. Now, this is the specific one. Can you please read?
Each group has a banner. Any member from the group can raise the banner, and whoever can raise the banner first will be given a chance to answer. Please wait for your team to be called before you can answer. Each correct answer is 1 point. The team who will get the highest score will get the first prize. The second highest will get the second prize, and so on. All prizes take pictures.
Where are the prizes?
Houses of sound.
Okay, so anyone can raise the banner? Okay, I will be the one who I will order team caller first before you answer. Kaya paano ito ma-disqualify natin yung answer nito? Dapat I have to recognize the team caller first. Okay, so let's try to call your team name. So you have
So, are we? Yes! Okay, close your eyes. Identify this. One, two, three, go. Go. Okay, first time. Okay, let's try. One, two, three. One, two, three. Okay, go. Okay, let's try.
okay, so you start. Okay, let me still have one. Yellow team. Okay, let's check. Okay, that's a hard there. So you got 1 star. Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome class. Before we give the prizes, combine them. You have assignments. So you can see like that in your personal journal and then you have text study. Okay, so first, the blue team. Okay, let's recognize the blue team.
Good morning everyone. For my skill demo, I'm going to show you on how to create a bootable flash drive using a command prompt. There are two methods in creating a bootable flash drive. The first method is using a third-party software called Rufus. You can download it from their website, rufus.ie. Rufus is a small application that creates a bootable USB drives which can then be used to install or run Microsoft Windows, Linux, or disk operating system. The second method is using a command prompt. Through the deskpart command, this will be the method that I'm going to demonstrate in my skill demo. Before we will start, let me explain as to why having this skill is important. Learning the deskpart command in creating a bootable flash drive is important because you can use this method even without internet connection, and in case you do not have Rufus pre-installed into your machine. Also, please be advised that this method that I'm using is applicable only for PCs who are running under Windows operating system. For Macintosh and Linux, there are also other methods that fit to them. First, before we can start creating the bootable flash drive, here are the requirements. 8 GB flash drive 2.0. I suggest an 8 GB 2.0 SanDisk flash drive. The reason being is that this kind of flash drive is capable of reading, saving, handling system files where most 3.0 flash drives are incapable of. Number 2, operating system files from an extracted ISO file. In our example, I downloaded a Windows 10 Pro ISO file and extracted the files from it. These are the files that we need to save right after we created the bootable flash drive. In my case, I already have saved this file in my desktop. Okay, let's start now creating the bootable flash drive. First, insert the flash drive into the USB port of your PC or machine. Click the search button. Type the word CMD. Right-click the command prompt and run it as administrator. From here, type the word deskpart, or the short for desk partition. After that, click on or type the word list disk. So this will show all the disk drives available in this machine. If you're gonna take a look at of this, our 8 GB SanDisk E, this falls under disk 1, which is about 8 GB or 7,437 MB. After that, you need to select it. Type the word select disk 1 and hit enter. Disk 1 is now the selected disk. Next, we need to type the word clean. After that, we need to create a partition primary. So this will create a dedicated partition for that particular drive. After which, we need to select that partition. Since we only have one partition, I will put here 1 and set this partition 1 to active. After that, I need to format equals NTFS, or you can use FAT32. Okay, in this case we will using NTFS, which is quicker compared to FAT32. Okay, so we have format fs equal NTFS quick. Alright, this part successfully formatted the volume. After which, we are going to assign a letter for our desk drive. In this case, since this is a Windows installation file, we are going to put W for that. Okay? And hit enter. And as you can see, it automatically opens the drive, which is an empty drive. This is now a bootable flash drive. After that, after you created this empty drive, you can now copy the Windows 10 Pro extracted files from here to your bootable flash drive. Alright, it's now copying the files from your desktop or from wherever you save your backup copy of your ISO file, going to the bootable flash drive. So this could take time, but eventually once it will finish, then you can now use that bootable flash drive in installing to your PC. To recap, here are some guide questions. Number 1. What is the importance of using bootable flash drive compared to using a DVD or CD drive? Answer. Using bootable flash drive is more practical to use than using a DVD or CD drive. It is also cheaper compared to the latter. Furthermore, it is handy and portable. Question number 2. What are the things needed in order to create a bootable flash drive? Answer. 8 GB flash drive, preferably 2.0, and an extracted OS files from ISO file. Number 3. How do we know if the bootable flash drive that we created is working or not? Answer. Insert the flash drive into another PC, set flash drive as first boot priority, and start your PC. You can see if this is bootable now if it start installing the file or installing the Windows into your machine. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day to each and every one of us.